week right after that appointment, Gabby started this new thing where she would jerk every time she was tired. This was 6 o'clock in the evening that I used to time it. 6 o'clock in the evening is when she would just start this like impulsive jerk. Her whole body would just get stiff, and it was just like an electrical shock, just like, and it was weird. Like, I didn't know what it was, but I knew it was weird. And I had already scheduled the appointment for 18 months because y'all gonna get me on this list so that I can be in there. Because I know my child, something's not right. So I was already scheduled for the appointment. So what's this? 3 months go past, and the same thing happens every day, same time. Mind you, Gabby's not making any new progressions and meeting any milestones. So me, I don't know kids. I don't know what they're supposed to be doing. The doctor's asking me, like, is she doing this, and that? No, she's not. But they're not concerned because she's not 18 months. Okay. And I told her primary doctor about the jerk thing. And she was like, are you going to neurology soon? I said, yeah, I got this appointment. She said, yeah, I know it's really hard to get in there. So, just make sure you attend this appointment. Y'all, this is probably when the worst day of my life came. So we went to the appointment, and we're sitting in the room, and of course you're waiting for all the doctors to come in because it's a residential hospital, teaching institute, whatever you want to call it. We're waiting for the doctors to come in to talk to us, and I let them know what was going on. I remember the conversation vividly. The doctor sat down next to me and was like, I have bad news. Your child is in a really bad state. She has epilepsy. And the type of epilepsy she has is really bad. And we are so sorry. And today is my last day because I'm moving to Seattle. What? Sir? It was crazy. Like, what? Are you really telling me this? What do you do, like, in those situations? Like, what does this mean? What's going on? He was like, we need to get her on medication as soon as possible. And we're going to admit you into the hospital so you could do a sleep study. Meaning they will hook Gabby up with the things on her head, like the EEG cords to her brain, and monitor her, do a sleep study, do photo tests, stuff like that. So, okay, whatever that meant. I was pissed. I was livid because I knew something was up with my child. But I didn't think about what it all meant. So we went to the hospital, checked in. They wanted to do also an MRI to see her brain, see what it looked like. And so they did all the tests. We stayed there for, I want to say like 3 days. And Gabby, of course, hated it, which what kid would not? I mean, what kid would like it? And they just ran their tests, and they were like, they will get in contact with me after. But before they left there, they put her on medication. They just say, well, we want to control her seizures. They didn't really explain everything. Her follow-up appointment for that appointment, Gabby, we were told that Gabby's brain is asymmetric. She has, her cerebellum is small. So if ours is the size of a tennis ball, hers is the size of a walnut. And that's just an example. And that she had extra fluid because of how much smaller her brain was because of the asymmetric. The white matter was asymmetric, and that she was having a really serious state of myoclonic epilepsy, close to Dravet syndrome, and that the reason why she's not meeting milestones is because of the seizures.
It could have been fixed sooner, and it could have been, you kind of feel like you didn't fight as hard as you should have, and you don't know what to do at that point. Every day is a struggle. Every day is something new that you're fighting for, or you're trying to make happen, because she doesn't understand. She doesn't know. She doesn't get it. She's happy, but it's just hard to accept when you can't do anything to fix it. She's not sad, she's not, she knows that she's different, you can tell, but she's just happy to be here, and she's so happy around other people, and she's happy with her mommy all the time. But you just want so more for your kids. It's heartbreaking when you're the biggest advocate, and you just kind of feel like you failed as a parent, even though it's out of your control. And it was the hardest thing to accept, that news. Like, I'm not going to have the normal life of a normal parent, because I'm constantly going to be taking care of her. And maybe one day she'll grow out of it and she'll be better. But right now is that my 8-year-old cannot do the things that your 8-year-old can do. And my 8-year-old can't talk to me like an 8-year-old can, or use the potty. I just want so much more for her.
Gabby, no, come here.
Yeah, no.
Sound like you drunk.
Quiet! Be quiet! Be quiet!
Yeah, so my life now, every day is different. Gabby is 8, but she's progressively like a 1.5 old, if that. Cognitively, she is at a year-old level. Socially, she might be on her age level. But Gabby's in a special school. She is in her correct grade right now. She's in the 2nd grade. But she has an IEP, and she has other special needs children in her class. She gets therapy at school, which is so cool. She gets aquatic therapy. Like, she gets to go to the pool at school. And speech therapy, occupational therapy, physical therapy. She gets all those services provided in school. This is public school. Yeah, she's has a different life. I don't have a diagnosis for Gabby. They don't know what's wrong with Gabby. They don't know why she's different. They don't know what causes seizures. Mind you, guys, I was told that she would never grow out of those seizures and I should never take her off her medication. Well, my baby has been seizure free. She does not have seizures anymore. We follow, doctors at Johns Hopkins and Kennedy Krieger follow us That's like our second home. One of the doctors at Johns Hopkins, Dr. Kossoff, retested her because I told him that I took her off the medication. And her doctor at Children's said, don't do that. He was the one that told me I should not do that. The doctor at Johns Hopkins was fascinated that I did it. He was like, I want to retest her. He retested her and said that she was one of his miraculous stories. He wants to continue to follow her. From that point, it was all about motivating her and pushing her past the unbelievable. Gabby started walking in March after her second birthday. So her birthday's in November. You guys do the math. And yeah, she started walking then. So I'm carrying around a big kid for a while. She still doesn't talk. So if you ever like see me out and stuff, she's not going to talk because she can't. She can say a little bit of things. She doesn't have a vocabulary larger than 10 words. And a lot of her words are not vivid. You really don't know what she's saying a lot of times. So yeah, it's a different life. I want to tell you guys all the things that they have her listed as in her medical chart. She has a disorder of the central nervous system, abnormal walking, ADHD, a vision disorder, which is not that had to be taken off because they had this girl wearing glasses and she can see, but she can't read the stuff on the machine. It was just a bad testing. So that's out. She does not have a vision disorder. Attention and concentration deficient, of course. She has seizure disorder. Of course, like I said, she's not having seizures anymore, but you know, they still have to keep that on her chart just in case. A conduct disorder, which is unspecified. So the conduct disorder is the fact that Gabby doesn't understand danger. Gabby will run out in the streets and have no regard to the car. She doesn't understand. She doesn't know like that's dangerous. Gabby doesn't know that you just can't do what Gabby thinks. She just does, and it's impulsive. So that's the considered conduct disorder, even though it was just so that we can get into a therapy. Her doctor at Kennedy Krieger is amazing in getting us, finding back doors to get us the treatment for her. She has a congenital tongue tie. So Gabby had to get a frenulectomy because she had this part attached. So that was another surgery she got. A developmental health problem. So Gabby might have early puberty. Y'all, I'm about to cuss. I am not excited about none of this. She's not potty trained, y'all. What am I gonna do? She has speech impairment, a skin condition as a newborn. She had eczema. She grew out of that. An intellectual disability is what she is categorized as. Intellectual disability is considered to be her disability. So if somebody ever asks me what is her diagnosis, it's intellectual disability. Intellectual disability is what used to be before they banned it, mental retardation. Mental retardation now is a bad word and it's like trashed. It's not categorized anymore, but that's what it used to be. So she has an intellectual disability. She also has a lack of coordination, loss of coordination, a language disorder, muscle twitching, sleep problem. She does not have these. Like, she does not have a sleep problem, y'all. She go to bed. Yep, the premature puberty, speech and language. Like, this list is long. If y'all can see this. Oh, no, y'all can't see this. Y'all can see now. That list is long, okay? It's insane because they don't know what's wrong with my child. So, where we are now, like I said, Gabby's 8. And she's in special school. They believe that where her delays and issues came from are genetic. How? We don't know nobody. But they found a gene called the SPATA A5L1 that both her father and I carry, that they found that other children similar to her have changes in. Meaning the gene is not like a normal functioning gene like everybody else's is that carries that gene. He don't know really anything about it. It's new. So we have like so many genes in our body that actually they don't have any clue what function they serve. And so every day they're doing new discoveries. Mind you, we did genetic testing. We started the genetic testing process in 2016 or 15. It's been a long time. I think it was like 4 years. And we never heard anything back. They just constantly retested to see, based off of what new research they found, if it works or not. I mean, if it is the cause or not. Or if something seems interesting or not. So my baby's a lab rat. And they're still trying to figure out what exactly is wrong with Gabby, but we don't know. We really don't know what's the real diagnosis, what's her issue. The importance of finding this stuff out is you'll know how to treat it, teach her where her areas of expertise are, you know, just different things. But she right now is as good as she's going to get. Will she be like this forever? We don't know. Will she develop out of it? We don't know. Will she talk? We don't know. Is she trying? I do know that she tries really hard. And it's so frustrating for her. It's frustrating for me. And when I got diagnosed with MS, the hardest part was not being able to take care of her and wondering what was going to happen to her if something happened to me, because MS can take me out. I mean, at that point, if it takes me out, what's going to happen to my baby? And it's so hard every day to function and have the patience to take care of myself and my many issues that just come about, and still take care of her and her meltdowns and her moments about to kill herself. I have times when she has ran off and almost like she ran out of the grocery store when I was in it, and I was looking for her all over the grocery store. And I went to the door, and she had just ran out the door, and someone had called her. It's very scary. Like, I take care of her full time by myself. Her dad gets her periodically, but it's so stressful, y'all. Like, it's very stressful. And the one thing they tell you with MS, watch your stress. How? This is so impossible. And I remember after I got diagnosed with MS and going to her appointments and stuff, and I always tell our doctors like what's going on with me, because they can help provide services and give you assistance. And they were like, this is amazing that you are still able to take care of her and smile like it's nothing. Like, this one lady was like, and I sit here and complain about the smallest things, and look what you have to deal with every day. And I don't think about stuff like that because I have to do it. I just have to do it. It's nobody taking the burden off of me, and I don't want anyone to, because I fear what will happen to my baby if something happens to me. So why would I want to relinquish the control, I guess, from her? I wish, you know, someone could do what I do. And I definitely try to ask for help more now that my health is at risk, but it's so hard. It's just so hard. Every day putting a smile on my face and fighting through it. I do it. I do it without a problem. But in real life, this ain't no cakewalk at all with me being ill. Even before, but now I have found that keeping composure and remaining sane is like a delicacy. And I'm trying and I fight every day to do it. But she is the best gift I could have ever asked for, because I never would have the strength that I have without her every day. And she has put me in a place in my life where I know I'm supposed to be. And I know that probably years from now I'll be looking back like, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have that glow up, or I wouldn't have all the gifts and treasures that I have been, because she has weeded out some things, y'all. Some men, some jobs, some problems. Like, she weeds them out, because only the strong can survive with Gabby. I'm telling y'all, only the strong can survive. And I appreciate her for that. I don't blame her for none of it. Oh, I lost my job because of Gabby. Well, I never lost a job, but I didn't get that job opportunity because of Gabby. I can't even take that job opportunity because of Gabby. It's more so now that I can probably have more sanity because of Gabby, because I won't be dealing with other nonsense or put my attention into other nonsense. She gonna weed it out. They ain't gonna survive. So I'm completely grateful for everything that she brings to my life. Although it's stressful, although it's a task every day, I wake up every day feeling like I'm on Call of Duty. I promise y'all. But I would not change it for the world. Go, Gabby!
What's up?
What's that?
What's up? Okay.
I hope you guys enjoyed that one. If you have any questions or any comments or any thoughts, please leave them below. It's definitely a hard topic. It's probably the hardest topic I can touch. It's crazy to realize that the things that can hurt you most in your life are people, more so than just being diagnosed or a child being diagnosed. It just hurt as a person. I cannot help the one person that I care about the most every day and not be able to fix it. Thanks for watching. And I hope you guys continue to watch for the next episode. I'm not going to give any hints, but this one will be pretty good also. Just moving on and on about, since I've been diagnosed with MS and to basically keep you guys in the loop. The vlogging and the day-to-day will come later. I just want you guys to get to know me and to get to know you. Leave comments below. And thank you so much. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, thank you so much for watching MS&BS.